Hi everyone, this is David Niven Ph.D. and we're back again with the 100 Simple Secrets of Successful People by David Niven Ph.D. Today we're reading chapter 52, Life is not a zero-sum game. Now, this little chapter is a piece about the idea that to have a good family life you have to sacrifice career and vice versa, and they quite quickly explain, look, it's quite misleading to approach life that way. Time in, time out, the amount of time you spend on something does not necessarily mean success. It also, and probably to a greater degree, depends on how efficiently you use it and what you accomplish with that time, the quality of that time, the measure of commitment, efficiency. You can do more when you use your time better. That's basically what it comes down to. Management of time management, taking out time killers. Essentially, it's about, don't want to say it another way, but it's about control. It's about controlling your schedule, controlling everything that you essentially can about your schedule and how you use your time, and once again trying to limit the things that impact that negatively, that are actually beyond your control. Now, the example that gives of a lawyer who liked helping people basically, and to a degree they scheduled their time to allow for the pro bono cases so that they could actually help clients that couldn't afford legal services, because that's what they really wanted to do as well. But to do that, they needed to effectively manage the time so that they wouldn't feel pressured to rather take on paying clients. And the case study they gives by Brown in 1999 says the quantity of hours spent working or thinking about work, or hours spent with our families, does not predict achievement or life satisfaction. Instead, the quality of those hours, how stressful or relaxing they are, is a much more potent factor in producing a satisfying family life and career. I would say this, it's like a jar with a bunch of Play-Doh in it. If you push down at one point, it'll lift up at the other, but as you do it constantly and you work the air out of it, you really optimize it, you can more optimally use the space and basically get more done in your day. But if you do it too high strung, you're setting yourself up for possible burnout, in my opinion. You got to leave a little bit of slack to whichever degree you have control over your life. If you have a lot of control, or if you're good at delegating and there are people that can actually help you not have to deal with the unexpected things and the consequences, that's also a very good thing. I remember the 7 Habits of Successful, Highly Successful People. Is it the Stephen Covey book? I think it's the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. But at the end he had an example, and essentially a lot of it came down to successful delegation, because he showed an example of an executive, what he needed to do, and it just looked completely overwhelming. It looked completely overwhelming. And the advice that Stephen gives in his book was essentially a lot of it came down to delegation, which allowed for the freeing up of pieces in the schedule that I would have literally just thrown out. So that was quite interesting. It was an interesting approach. So it also comes down to that. If you want to manage your time effectively, it might also help to manage people effectively, because that's what delegation is all about. So yeah, life's not a zero-sum game. Managing your time effectively can yield better results. But yeah, this has been chapter 52 of the 100 Simple Secrets of Successful People, read by David Niven Ph.D. with Books of Chide. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have an even better day after hearing this. I'll see you in the next episode of this wonderful little book, next chapter. So thank you very much and have a good day. Bye bye.